of the day from SA Fire is number 2, Tom Radianti, number 81, Craig Anderson, number 79, Joel Everts, and number 65, Josh Barry. 13, Danny Noonan. And with the quarterback keeper there, starting to go for a run with the ball, finally taken down by number 86 there of the SA Fire, and that is Matt Francisco. So first down and 10, ball on the 45-yard line. Man in motion there. And is tackled there for a gain of maybe 1 yard, maybe a loss. Ball being spotted back at the original line of scrimmage. Slight gain there, maybe 1 foot.
Defense! 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 Defense!
And so number 13 dropping back for a pass, but deciding to go for a run. Tackle. And finally being taken down there by number 36, and that is Matthew Francis. Throw the ball down there on about the 10 or 11 yard line. And in motion there to number 82. And finally taken down by number 40. So close to the end zone, and we have those goalposts on the opening line of the end zone. They move the ball back 10 yards to prevent the boys running into the goalposts at such a close range. Hand up there to number 1, and that is touchdown New South Wales. And so New South Wales with the opening score of this game of 6 points, and that brings the scoreline 6-0 in favour of New South Wales. There you go. And on Saturday's games, there will be a bye day tomorrow for all teams, a rest day. And to number 82 from the New South Wales Wolverines. 82, but I don't seem to have 82's number in the directory, so maybe somebody from New South Wales can. So opening drive for the Fire. And a hand off there to number 65. He charged a timeout. So with a hand off there to number 65, and he is taken down in the backfield. There's a loss of around 2 or 3 yards, and that will bring up second down and 12. So New South Wales with a strong defence here. And up there to number 40, who is Andrew Seabohm. But again, stopped in the backfield by the Wolverines, and that will bring up third down and a loss of about a yard on that play. So we have third down. And the quarterback dropping down. Intended receiver there was number 44. Number 40, Andrew Seabohm. But that is an incomplete pass, and that will bring up fourth down. So the Fire looking at a punt situation, and they will be wanting to get that ball as far down the field as they possibly can. so far this tournament. We've seen some very good football from these young players, many who have never played in the Nationals before. And that is a good punt going down to the back there to return the ball and try and get as much yardage as possible. And so with the ball handed off to number 13 there with the ball. And that was their quarterback getting 3 yards there. That'll bring up second down and 7 yards. And number 13 with a pitch out there to number 1. And number 1 finally taken out of bounds there at the 45, at the Wolverines 45-yard line. And that will bring up first down and 10. I'll try and explain some of the rules. Basically, the teams have to advance the ball down the field, try and get into the end zone, in which then they will score 6 points for a touchdown. And number 13 on a keeper. And finally being taken down by number 22 for the Fire. And we have a flag on the play. Number 22, and those 4 opportunities which are known as downs, they can advance the ball at least 10 yards. So those 4 attempts, they manage to go to 10 yards, they get another 4 attempts to make that. If they don't, they have an opportunity, they can then punt the ball away, giving it to the other team down as far down the field as possible. So number 13, dropping back, looking to pass, but decided to go for a run, and finally going back down at around the Fire 25-yard line. Touching minute is just done to protect the quarterback, because without the quarterback, an offense is severely disadvantaged, and therefore they need to protect that quarterback for both teams. So number 13 dropping back, and that ball incomplete. And number 65 from the Fire, getting there right at the last, putting a hit on the quarterback. They can be penalised for what is known as roughing the passer. The passer, of course, as he releases the ball, is wide open for a big hit which could injure them. And that is number 7 of the Fire, who has stayed on a quarterback keeper there. Back 10 yards because of the goalposts, which are normally at the back of the end zone, and we don't want the players running into those, so they move it back so that then makes it a bit more safer for them. Man in motion there, number 7 handing off to number 1, and he is tackled there by number 65. Number 65. And number 7 there on the run. That's Jack O'Donnell, who's stepped into the position of quarterback, but it's a strong defence on this occasion with the SA Fire preventing them from it. They do not need to get down to where the orange pylon is, signifying the usual end zone, but just to get down to the 10-yard line. And number 7 dropping back, now deciding to go for it. And tackle being missed there, and that is number 7 running in for a touchdown. One point, or to go for 2 points. With 1 point, they will need to kick the ball through the upright, which they've indicated that they are there. The punter for the Fire is number 54, Brent Parker, with number 7, Jack O'Donnell holding. The ball's back, and he will attempt to kick that up. Unfortunately, he did not get that through the uprights, and that will be so the opposing team cannot touch the kicker. As his kicker, they can block the ball, and they have decided to run for that. And that ball is incomplete, so that is a 6 points out on, no extra point or conversion on that. 14 points in favour of the 14-0 in favour of the Wolverines. So the ball being placed on the 35-yard line. XA Fire. Quarterback in is number 2. The intended receiver there was number 85. Looks like. Yeah. Down. Ball coming back to the 35-yard line. And pitched off there to number 65, who's running wide. And the ball popped out, but recovered there by number 2. One of the Wolverine defenders putting a good hit on the player. That ball popped out, but being able to be recovered by number defense here by the Wolverine. And so far in this tournament, we have seen some very good players, some future stars of the game, playing this game very young, and certainly when they get into senior competition will be a great contributor to some good football. And that is and on the reception there, number 36, and that is Matt Francisco, which is at about the 46-yard line, and that will bring up first down and 10. A safe fire ball. And number 2 dropping down. He's decided to run for it. He's getting around the outside. And finally taken down, but not until after picking up the first down. And that ball is down to around the 30. So SA Fire on a bit of a roll here. And almost picked up there by number 23 for the Wolverines. That's number 23, Jaden Pilling. Put it back into the hands of number 22. It's taken down and just from the University of Hawaii, that is Wes and George, and it's been a pleasure having them here. They certainly have been a great couple of guys to talk to. Number 2 with the ball there, taking off. Looks like he's picked up about 3 or 4 yards. They've been here, they've been talking to the flag on the play, and it is against the Fire. And they had the opportunity to talk to the young boys last night, scholarship too. And there's all been some players who have gone from Australia. And the intended receiver there, number 65. And that is Josh Barry, but unfortunately that is incomplete. And that ball will come back. And they are able to see some great potential in those players. And it's good to see some young Australians getting the opportunity to play overseas. False start there by number 36 for Matt Francisco, and that will be a penalty of 5 yards. Play this game so that when they get into the seniors we have a much better quality of player playing the game than if they just start when they're 2 or 3 years older. And there's a pick up there of about 5 yards, 5 or 6 yards, and so that will bring up third down and around 13. Many of these guys have not played this game, new players, and others have a lot of players that were returned to play in a second Nationals, and so there's a lot more experience. And number 2, the quarterback there, taken down in the backfield for a big loss there, and that will should bring up fourth down. And the Fire looking at a punt and just enjoy the experience of participating at this level. And number 2 dropping back, that ball is off. And the intended receiver there, number 65, but well covered by number 23 there from the Wolverines, and that is Jaden Filling. And so the ball in the air and into the arms of number 82 there for the Fire, for the Wolverines, correction. But we do have a flag on offense. The offense can in no way grab using their hands or hold the opposition, whether it be part of their body or their clothing. Must not use their hands, otherwise they will have a penalty of holding again. There's 2 halves in this competition with the juniors. They go for 30 minutes each, but the last 2 minutes of each half and that is a big hit there by number 65, and number 13 not even aware that he's there. He was tackled in the backfield. So third down and around 13 or 14 yards. And the quarterback dropping back to pass and electing to run for it. And number 7 there has managed to get through all the defenders, and that is down for a touchdown. In favour of the Wolverines. So the Eighth Day Fire here, attempting to put up another drive. The intended receiver there, number 22, Azari Ahmed, but the number 22 almost tackled. Finally take the down. The ball popping out there, but the ball will down by contact with the ground. So if a play hits the ground and that causes the ball to pop out, then the defence cannot recover that fumble. They may attempt to, but it will not be counted. And a handoff there to pitch to number 48. Original line of scrimmage, and we have a 4th down position. The Fire will punt the ball. Punting the ball for SA is number 5, Daniel Goodwin. And that ball goes back to around the 42-yard line.
Come on, defense!
This ball being spotted at the 48-yard line, and we have 2nd down and 6. And number 7 there passing to number 82, and that ball bounces around and in and out of the hands of number 82 there. The man in motion there, and number 7 running with the ball, ducking and weaving, finally taken down. We do have a couple of flags on the play. That ball down to the 44-yard line. So they have offsetting penalties, penalty on each team, those offset. Pitch there to number 1. Oh, and hit hard there by number 36. Number 1 there is Matthew Ferguson, and he was on the receiving end there of number 36, reflecting how the players played the game. Those young stars here that, or future stars of the game, who certainly are trying their best to win the game. We'll just take a short 10-minute break, and then we'll be back. Second half underway here at Tullabudgera. Scoreline currently 21-0 in favour of the Wolverines. Taking the field. So we have the SA Fire defence on the pass there to number 22, who gets around the outside. Finally taken down, but picking up the first down there. And number 22 is Azari Ahmed. And so with an interception there by number 88 for the Wolverines. And that is 6 points that will bring up now. So we have the Wolverines going here for the extra point. on the kick, but that is wide, and that is no good. And so the scoreline is 27-0 in favour of the Wolverines. The ball at the 35-yard line, so first down and 10. And the SA Fire. And that is a handoff to number 22. In and out of the hands of number 22. That is an incomplete pass. And in this game, it's essential that when the ball gets to you, you need to hang on to it, Trajan, and maybe thinking about the run ahead rather than catching the ball. They don't take control of it. So we have a flag on the play. Looks like we might have had a false start or delay game. A false start, so all players on the offense must remain stationary for at least 1 second before the snap of the ball, except for one person who can run parallel to the line of scrimmage. And that is called a man in motion for 1 second, not even moving their head. Again, the intended receiver, number 22, but a bit too low for him to take. So that is into the hands of number 22, who did catch it this time. And that is a gain there. And that ball will be taken up to around the 39-yard line, and that will bring up 4th down and 6. Or they actually go for it. Punt is number 5, Daniel Goodwin. And that ball is away. And the ball has been punted down to somewhere around the 30-yard line. And so the Wolverines will take it. But we do have a flag on the play. And it looks like it may be against the... So the penalty declined by the Wolverines, and the Wolverines will take over at around the 30-yard. And so on the carry there, number 7, the Ducks and Weeds break through some tackles, finally taken down there by number 36, and that is Matthew Francisco. We do have some flags on the play. So it appears that we have a couple of penalties, maybe one on each team. Penalties can be offset if both. So we have first down and 5 yards. And number 81 on the tackle there. And that is Craig Anderson. On the carry there was number 1 for the Wolverines, and that is Matthew Ferguson. So that was there.
All right! Smash him!
And number 7 on the carry there. He has picked up the first down, running around the outside. And we have a flag on the play. we have a flag on the play, and we do have people yelling out in the back, so we'll see what the referees have to say about that. So we have a score there for the Wolverines, who are going for the extra point. And we have a flag on the play. And it looks like maybe a penalty for roughing the kicker. Which will be if we could have a score check by the officials, please. A score check. Sorry, could you repeat that? So that was a scoreline of 34-0 in favour of the Wolverines. So we'll get this drive underway. Ball currently at the 20-yard line. Normally we'll come to the 35, but there was a 15-yard penalty on the fire, and that has taken it back to the 20-yard line. And a little bit of a mishap there at the line of scrimmage, and that was number 65, who had the ball but was tackled pretty much straight away, and that was number 65, Josh Barry. And so that was for a loss of about 2 yards. And number 65 dropping back. And I'm not sure who that was intended for, but nobody really near that. And so that will be an incomplete pass. So that brings up third down and 11 or 12. And on the run there, number 12. The goes line that is taken down has picked up about picked up about 7 yards there, and so that will bring up fourth down and 5 yards needed to make the first down. So fourth down and 5. Ball about the 25-yard line. And almost intercepted there by number 23. We have a flag on the play. So that's number 12 there on the run, but unfortunately not getting back to the line of scrimmage. And that will be lost about 2 yards, and so that brings up.
Just going to get his personal details. So,
That brings up. Now there's a flag on the play, penalty against SA Fire. Okay, we have second down and 12. Hand off there to number 40. Continues to run, gain of about 1 yard there, and that will bring up 1 or 2 yards. And that takes us back to about the original line of scrimmage. And that will bring up third down and 10 yards. So third down and 10. And that ball picked off by number 26 of the Wolverines. And he's off to the races. And he will go through for a touchdown. And that will take the scoreline to 40-0 in favour of the Wolverines. So the Wolverines today having a great game. And that was should set us up for and that ball is no good, and so that leaves the scoreline at 40-0. So we've got about 9.5 minutes remaining in this, the second half of the game. And that is first down and 10. And a handoff to number 22. So it's finally taken down at the 41-yard line, or 39-yard line. And that will bring up second down and around 6 yards. So second down and 6. And number 2 dropping back. And that ball way over the head of number 22, the intended receiver. And that will bring up third down and 6. Dropping back. The intended receiver was number 22, and that is an incomplete pass. And that will bring up fourth down and 6.
How much are you selling dub copies for?
You have to check with the gentleman, the blue and yellow and white shirts. Yeah, they'll be able to get some copies for you, mate.